Welcome to VN Echoes of History Chanel. Chapter 5: The Thirst for Affection. From the moment she became aware of herself, Zan had lived inside a vast emptiness, an emptiness shaped like her mother. In her memory, Zan could not recall her mother's face. Only at times, she would hear her brother describe. Mother was thin, her hair fell to her back, her voice warm like the glow of a winter hearth. But even those words were like a faded dream to Zan, blurred and intangible. Without a mother, she grew up amidst the scoldings of the first wife, and the cold stares of half-siblings. Whenever she fell ill, Zan could only pull a blanket over herself, trembling with fever. Once, as she burned with delirium, she dreamt of a hand resting gently on her forehead, soft as a drifting cloud. But when she woke, it was nothing more than raindrops leaking through the thatched roof. Starved of a mother's embrace, Zan longed for even the smallest gesture of care, a kind question, a morsel of food shared. Her sister-in-law, a quiet but gentle woman, became the rare warmth in Zan's life. Each time she brushed a stray hair from Zan's shoulder or secretly slipped her a piece of roasted sweet potato from her sleeve, Zan's heart lit up with a strange, fragile brightness. Yet those moments were too few, too fleeting. Most of the time, Zan wandered through the crowd of family as if she were a stray fledgling, peering toward the wide, indifferent sky, waiting for a hand to lift her up. And so, she began to dream that one day, someone would open their arms to her and call her with the tender words she had never once heard in her life, daughter. Chapter 6: The Moon of Youth. Time flowed quietly, carrying away the hardships of childhood. By 18, Zan had blossomed into a radiant flower amidst the gray garden of her village. Her skin glowed fair and rosy, her black eyes sparkled with intelligence, and her smile was light as the morning breeze. Her figure was full and graceful, turning heads wherever she passed. Villagers often whispered to one another, "That girl Zan, old Nam's daughter, is as beautiful as the full moon of mid-autumn." Not just beautiful, she's clever with her words, and learned beyond her years. Indeed, Zan had been blessed not only with beauty but with wit and quickness. On idle days, she taught children in the village their letters, her handwriting delicate, her reading clear. No one had taught her these things. She had taught herself, patiently, with the worn books she managed to beg or borrow. Yet beneath the glow of her beauty and her sharp mind, there lingered a silent hollow. The hunger for love that had haunted her since childhood never ceased. Each time she saw a mother braiding her daughter's hair, or tucking a small cake into her child's hand, Zan's heart tightened. Outer beauty could not soothe the aching thirst within. The title, the most beautiful girl in the village, was both a pride and a burden. Many young men sought her out, but their eyes were filled with the desire to possess, not the will to understand her story. Zan smiled politely at their words, yet deep within her gaze was an unnamed sorrow, the sorrow of a woman who shines in the night, unsure whether her light will ever guide her own path, or merely serve for others to admire. Chapter 7: The Moon Season and First Love. Nam came into Zan's life like a cool breeze on a sweltering summer afternoon. He was the son of a well-off family in the village, tall, broad-shouldered, with sun-kissed skin full of vigor. His neatly cropped hair framed gentle yet bright eyes, and whenever he smiled, his straight white teeth shone. Nam was not only handsome, but also well-spoken and diligent in his work. They first met during a rice harvest. Nam helped Zan lift a heavy bundle of rice, and his smile made her heart skip a beat. From that day on, every glance they exchanged lingered a little longer, every word between them grew softer, and every smile carried more warmth. Their affection blossomed like a beetle palm rising straight toward the sky. At night, beneath the round, glowing moon, Zan and Nam would meet at the communal yard. The night breeze was cool, carrying the scent of beetle and grapefruit blossoms, mixed with the steady chorus of crickets. They would sit side by side on the stone steps, talking about small, trivial things, sometimes laughing quietly, sometimes falling into silence, yet their hearts brimmed with unspoken feelings. Once, during the village festival, Nam and Zan joined a group of local youths. Under the flickering glow of oil lamps and the rhythmic beat of festival drums, Nam guided Zan through games, throwing cloth balls, swinging on the high swings. Whenever Zan laughed, her dimples appeared, and Nam could do nothing but gaze at her in awe. The two seemed to forget the world around them, seeing only each other in their eyes. Word spread quickly, and both families grew fond of the young couple. After a few conversations, the parents agreed to let Nam and Zan continue seeing each other, even speaking of marriage in the future. Villagers would often remark, "A perfect match." Handsome and beautiful, truly made for one another. For the first time, Zan felt that her longing for a home, for a shoulder to lean on, was no longer a distant dream. Beneath the bright summer moon, she believed happiness was finally within reach. Chapter 8: A Promise Beneath the Moonlight. Their days of tender love seemed destined for a happy ending. But war asks no one's permission, nor does it wait for anyone's dreams. News from distant regions came rushing in. The enemy had advanced, and young men in the village were enlisting one after another. Red flags fluttered before the communal house as the village loudspeakers echoed with the nation's call. One evening, Nam came to see Zan, his eyes different from usual. They were the same eyes she loved, but now deeper, more solemn. He held her hand tightly, his voice trembling. "Zan, I've enlisted. Next week, I must leave." Zan froze. His words cut into her heart like a blade. She tried to hold back her tears, but her voice faltered. Why didn't you tell me sooner?" "I was afraid, if I said it out loud, I wouldn't have the courage to go. But the country calls, and I must answer. I want the day I return to be the day I bring you home as my wife." The few days left passed as swiftly as the wind. On the last night before Nam's departure, they met once more at the communal yard, the place that had witnessed so many of their moments together. The full moon shone brightly overhead, reflecting off the tear tracks glistening on Zan's cheeks. Nam pulled her into his arms, breathing deeply as if to carry with him the scent of her hair, her skin, her very breath. "Wait for me, Zan," he whispered, his voice hoarse. "I'll wait, whether 1 year or 10, she answered, her trembling hands clutching his. When the midnight drum sounded, they still clung to each other, unwilling to part. Only when Nam finally turned and walked away did Zan break down in sobs, her tears soaking through her blouse. In the moonlight, his shadow stretched long across the village path, until it disappeared behind the bamboo grove. From that night on, Zan began counting the days.